Alright. We got them stock smart people back for that good knowledge. Alright, we had a good little trade here for the JetBlue. From the, let's see, 1280 to, 1297. You might have got 17 cents, but it's not terrible if you'd have bought that cross there. You could have went to the other cross here. That's a very decent strategy. It's going from one cross to another. But either way, we've got many indicators up on the screen, and that's because we're just trying to figure out what is really the overall play here. Like our stochastics, we've got 3 different stochastics. We only need this one or this one, so we can get rid of the regular stochastic. We'll just use our slow stochastic and our fast. Now your EFI, MFI, and net volume. Now really this is just showing whether people are buying or selling, okay? Now you can use your net volume, or you could use your regular volume bars, and you could read those, and they say, like red or green or whatever. But you can come in here and, I suppose, change your color, change your net volume color, make it whatever you wish, and I like a nice blue color. It's calming to the eyes sometimes, but you can come in here and see where there's, increases in buying, so that's driving the price up. So you can expect there'll be a little pullback, and then a pop-up, and then an ultimate pullback after the sell-off. So, and that is exactly what happened here. But, I like JetBlue for their little runoffs in the afternoon and their drop-offs, and it's probably about time for that drop-off, and then they'll have that run-up, and it looks like it's about to happen. So, they're pretty good for it. Now, we would use other tools to see, but right here you can see a huge increase in buying. And if you were to see this while it was happening, you would know, this might be a peak out that you're looking to sell on. If you see a big increase in the EFI like that, you'll see the big peak, and you'll go, okay, that's about as high as it's probably going to go, or, here was a fake out for that there. But you would have followed it, through here on the EFI, and the MFI. So, but the net volume, that can change depending on how much a person, of course, is holding. Or buying or selling or whatever. But let's see here. Let's check out some gold. Let's check out EQX. Looks like it's got some good action. So here's a nice W pattern. It hit a bottom, finally bouncing back up after it. Finally hits up above 11, it says 11,000 right here. On the EFI anyway. Doesn't bottom out on the MFI. Which you can use the MFI along with, say, the CCI. So let's get rid of the net volume, and we'll bring up the CCI. Okay. And if you really wanted, you could get rid of your fast stochastic. And now, you're really going with it. So, this gives you some more signals, some more ways to interpret the information. Okay, what's really happening? They're going up, they're up here in price, but still here on the MFI, they're only halfway there. So what's that tell you? I mean, there's still room to go, so they're going to keep on going. Alright, but now it's at the top on the MFI, and it's, you know, pretty well about to come down on the CCI and the, you know, W%R, you know, and it does. It continues to go on down. Also on the stochastic, you know, they all seem to follow each other. But as you'll see, one or the other will lag behind or be in front of, and you'll be able to see that the CCI might show you a bump in action before the MFI, you know, so the CCI looks like it's going down and the MFI is still going up, so that tells you not to get out yet. When the MFI finally goes down, that's when you need to get out. So look at this, you know, pattern for yourself and decide, but use these tools. You know, very, very awesome indicator sets that you're able to put together. And even if you don't use, you know, I like only using the one or two of these at a time, but this is a great way to look for your swing trades. You know, you can buy, you know, when it's low and sell when it's high. I mean, that's the idea, but you could use literally just the slow stochastic and say SAR or Super Trend, and that would be all you need. Maybe Bollinger Bands or, you know, Keltier channels or Donchian channels, but, you know, so it's best to learn all of the indicators because that's not all of them. There are hundreds more. Hundreds. And by the time that you learn your WEBULL, then you get to go over to Thinkorswim and finally figure those out, where the platform doesn't come as easy for the people just starting out. So that's why WEBULL is going to be the best for it. But you know, there you go. You've got your stochastic. It's showing the upside down crown or the head and shoulders. You know, that's a very common pattern that a lot of new traders miss. And, you know, sometimes it even does a triple head and shoulders, or even more, it looks like. It's doing a head and shoulder every single time it bumps up in price. And now it's doing a giant head and shoulder, and then it'll probably, you know, bump out to the side here and really hike up. So, I think you're, yeah. Yeah, see, it recovered 50%. It's going for a run. And see, if you're looking back on this, see, this is a 2-hour chart. Excuse me. You know, we can look at the 4-hour chart. Now, you know, this is an M pattern, but this is a W pattern. But really, it forms more or less the head and shoulders pattern every single time. So, and you'll see these patterns throughout, but you can see where it really takes a dip in price. That's your best buying opportunity when it's down here low on the stochastic, because you know if you're buying in low, that's your best chance. You know, 1188 to 13, you know, 01. But you know, now we'll look at Barrick Gold. Right now, Barrick Gold is at a decent deal, and you would be buying it. It would be cheap enough for you that. Anyway, Barrick Gold is a good deal right now. ABX is about to be. GDX is still a good deal. Wheaton Precious Metals might roll off some more. But either way, you know, you gotta look for the good ones. You know, this is one worth investing in. SBSW. Yeah, they have a great swing trading pattern. A few times a month, you can just, oh man, it's beautiful. It really is. You know, I like making money with these guys. You know, I've traded them before. I've got other videos on them. But Workhorse, yeah, I've made some money with Workhorse and Neo. This looks like it's going to be a giant head and shoulders pattern, dude. I swear to God, Workhorse is going to crash back down to like $11 or $6 or $7 because everybody in it's going to sell when something comes out and doesn't quite go their way, when they see how much cash they've burned through and how much revenue they haven't made. So, I mean, that's the play here. They just want to get it up as high as they can before they come crashing down. And it's just going to come crashing down over the next, I mean, how many months, and they're just going to short it to death. So, God help the new investors that I can see in there. I mean, I can see some big time investors who right now they're seeing double their money, triple their money, quadruple, sextuple their money, and wow. And I mean, gosh, I wish I would have caught it down here at the $6, $7, $11 range. I mean, wow. But I mean, it left hints the whole way, popping up to $28, something like that. It told you what the top would be. But that's your Webull. So we've got the VWAP set up, okay? Now, the VWAP, or what you might use on the Thinkorswim pattern or Thinkorswim platform, is going to be the pop-cock, curve, or, something like that. Either way, the VWAP usually will travel just like this, so it's probably going to curve down now. So finishing off the head and shoulders pattern, I believe. But it might not. The downwards W is typically an upward sign, but that doesn't mean it won't go up and then trend back down. So, but when we went above in the VWAP, we would have known to buy below, and then when it went way up, sell. Below, buy, up high, sell. So now hopefully it'll drop down low enough where on the daily it will give us a buy signal and tell us what to do. Not that we need the buy signal to tell us what to do. We can analyze this chart all on our own. I just like having, these super trends and SARs up here for my confirmations. But you can use your EMA, you can use, lots of things for confirmations. You can use your candlesticks, your crosses, your shooting stars, your hammers. There's some in here somewhere, I'm sure, but yeah. You can read your candlesticks, and then when you finally make confirmation above the line, you buy, and then up here you sell. That's day trading. That's rocking and rolling with it. But do you want to day trade and make 30 cents or 60 cents or $1, or do you want to safely trade, say over a couple day period, or even a day or two, and make, $2, $5, whatever, but you don't have to necessarily be there every single day. Well, that's what the stochastic is for. That lets you know you've bought in at the best time, and you can sell at the best time, and you can set those price alerts, automatically. But you have to do your homework and get good at guessing the top and the bottom. So, but this is your VWAP, and as you can see, it touched the VWAP and bounced, so we can tell that's an upwards move. It dropped below the VWAP and then bounced. That's an upwards move, but overall a downwards move. Because it dropped below. You know, and take into consideration the 50% rule. You know, does it recover 50%? It does, so it treads on a higher, you know. And, you know, they use that rule as well. But that is all we got on our stochastic and our VWAP. So, you know, pretty simple to use. You know, just pull them up, you know, use them, figure them out. You know, they're not hard, but, you know, understand when you're below the VWAP, you know, that's a good buy, and when you're above it, that's a good sell. You know, and use your other indicators to help you along the way, and you'll be there in no time. But happy trading.